I did not remember how those were plugged in at all. How am I supposed to glue it together? I need answers. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hi everybody, thank you so much for all the love on my most recent video. I will put it at the end of this video if you want to check it out if you haven't already, but I just want to say thank you so much. It's the first one that's gone like in the hundreds and it just means so much to me and my inner child that wanted to have a YouTube channel growing up. So thank you. Today we are going to be playing Assemble with Care, which is a really cute game and I enjoyed it so much. Let's get into it.
I handed out my flyers. I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Our first job, let's go. Okay. So we've got... Are we fixing the player or just the cassette tape? Because, I mean, theoretically we could just...
Why did you do that?
Boop.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Aha, there we go. I was like, there's got to be a way to put the batteries in. Woo.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
I don't know which way the battery goes, so hopefully they do it automatically for me. And then, boop. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The movement is weird. It's the pause button.
Will you dream a dream for me?
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix. My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
Oof.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it? Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
I don't know. Is this the foot? Oh. Okay, I guess we can't use all of the pieces at the same time. Oh, snap. That's a lot of glue. Oh, it's a lot of glue. Okay. Oh, what goes there? Does this go there? How am I supposed to glue it together? I need answers. I guess we would need to put glue on this part of it. Can we turn it? Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. And then, yeah.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
That's quite rude.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together? Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
I like that there's a little story with it. It's cute.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
That sounds delicious.
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
All right, so we're fixing the phone.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
We'll see. I'm gonna take stuff off the bottom.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Oh, I put the screwdriver down. Does it put it down after each? Okay, yeah. After each one, it puts it down. Oh, I didn't mean to take that off. I guess I did, but I didn't think that's what was going to happen. Oops. This one seems to be a bit more complicated. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy, that does not look good. Or replace that piece. And then that one goes to that one. That one goes to that one.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Oh wait, I have one too many screws. Did I miss one?
Still a few parts missing.
I did miss one. I think one has to go right there. I'm glad I caught that before I did all of them. Go, go, go. Yay. We fixed it.
The phone back to Carmen. She seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello. How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh, God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Yes, this must be the lady that we just helped, sister, because they have the other one's wearing mostly yellow with blue accents, and she's wearing blue with yellow accents. And this is at the hotel, so that's cool.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
This is like so cute and cozy right here.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong.
Oh, we're gonna be doing stuff with
You
mirrors.
need the manual.
Ooh. Okay. This might get tricky for me. That's okay. There we go. We can put it back. We got it. Oh, I didn't mean to take that off. Oops. So that's, I believe, where the film would go. That might be part of why her camera's not working. And then, will we take that front piece off? Is that what we're doing? Oh,
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
That's kind of pretentious. Okay, so we want it to go angled up, I think. I think it's angled down. It's angled down at the moment, so I need to... Excuse me, screwdriver. Please and thank you. It might be because this is here. Hold on. Oh, that turns really quickly. Hey, we got it.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
And... Yay!
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition. The first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary. But it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. Strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
That is so mean.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready. I was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
How small is this sign? Because it seems kind of small if it all fits on the table. I'm confused. Oh, it's missing a whole piece. That's what it is. Ooh! I mean, how do I get the power button on? Stop it. Alright, like I don't... Oh, glue. That's what it is. It's like, I don't have the wrong idea. There we go. Alright, and then we can put the cover back on. I guess they just go in. Okay. Alright, and then if I hit power, will it work?
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
You mean I've got to go back and undo everything? So now we know we need to use the glue. So we're going to use the glue. And then before I close everything back up, I am going to test it for her. So I don't have to open it again. Unless it doesn't let me.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
I learned. She wants one of those added on, but I don't remember what kind of shop it was. We got coffee last time we went there. So we'll do a drink, I guess. It works.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set. The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
See, it's not that big though, because we just had it on a table, right?
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
A smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her. It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst. Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
It sounds so cute. It's so pretty.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse.
See, rose bushes have thorns though.
I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore.
This takes me back. Look at the cartridges. That's so cute. Okay. I had a Game Boy.
Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that before.
But this one's giving more Game Boy Advance. No. Maybe it's the other way around. It's giving the flip one. Oh, like the handheld stuff is like the Switch console, which I don't know if anyone saw how expensive everything's gonna be for the Switch 2, but I think that I will probably no longer be able to be getting Nintendo stuff, which is a shame. However, that does make me think, oh, well, I could just get like a handheld like PC. It would probably be better for longevity anyway. That was something that I was not expecting. They're saying like games are gonna be, oh wow, that's a mess. Around like $90, which is crazy. That makes it totally inaccessible, but that's just a little side rant. I shall digress. You know, I did not remember how those were plugged in at all. I like zoned out big time. Wait, there's something I need on that. I've made a mistake. Wait. There we go. I thought it was gone forever. Oh, do they have to match the ones on this side? Probably. And then... Yeah. There we go. How do
Do
I...
grown-ups play games as well?
Heck yeah, we do.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Do we get to play the mini game? Oh, let's go. Oh, it's like Pokemon Snap or something like that.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
That made me laugh a little. I read it ahead of time. I dropped it really hard at the wall.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Thanks so much for watching all the way till the end. I really appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of this game from me, go ahead and let me know in the comments or like this video so I know to make more. I can do like a part 2, part 3, whatever, however many it takes. But I wanted to go ahead and give you like an idea of what it looked like, and in case you wanted to play it, I was like, we'll stop here. We'll stop here for now. Because I've watched so many cozy games and I'm like, wow, I couldn't play that because I watched it, which both experiences are good. So whichever you prefer, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.